Thank you, Madam Herta. Companions are the lifeblood of the Astral Express. When things are settled, we will repay you for all your help.
Okay. Well, how are you gonna do that?
Well, this young man sure is courteous.
Now, what do you think about Sunday?
Madam, watching you work has been an enlightening experience for me. It's hard to imagine that an outstanding scholar like you could maintain such a relaxed manner most of the time.
He's so socially awkward. Well, he's so socially awkward. You take him out of his high position on Penacony, and he's floundering. He doesn't know what to do anymore.
Your calm and collected nature is truly a trait that I should learn.
This brat. Why does everything that comes out of his mouth sound so snarky?
He's just like me. For real, for real. And hello, Diva Dog. Good afternoon, evening, and good morning, whatever it may be for you. Poor Sunday. Aww. I just want to give him a little head pat. Give him his little awkwardness. To be fair, this is a space station. I don't think he's left Penacony since he was adopted.
First mirror, input the coordinates. You'll be in charge of the spatial warp.
As you command, Madam Herta. The preparations are complete. I wish you a pleasant journey ahead.
Are we going? Where is... Oh.
Second mirror, prepare for the thought refraction. There's still some distance from the Astral Express to the Amphoria's celestial body. You're in charge of sending me over. This time, raise the power to the maximum. Don't be stingy.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I won't fail the mission, Madam Herta.
It's almost 9 p.m. here. Yeah, but people have different schedules of being awake and asleep. You know, it could be 9 p.m., but you could be waking up to go to work. I don't know. Who knows?
Third mirror, you're in charge of generating the data spirit entity.
I'm happy to help, Madam Herta. What kind of appearance are you planning to use this time?
Wait, what?
Good question. Let me think.
What appearance? So, Herta goes to all these different places, but she doesn't always arrive as herself. I remember asking this question a long while back when she said she had all these different outposts on these different planets, including Belobog. She had her own machinery on Belobog this whole time, and no one was aware. It's because she was not Herta. She was as someone else.
Forget
right?
it. Just use my own appearance. There's no one there that'll recognize me anyway.
Okay.
As you wish.
That's fascinating. That answered some of my questions.
Fourth mirror, you'll be in charge of... It seems like I have nothing for you. Just stand by and wait for orders.
Ah, standing by again. That's so boring. Next time, can you count down from 4 instead?
I think that's fair. I think fourth mirror is very fair. Poor fourth mirror not to get to do anything.
Preparation of the data spirit entity complete. Thought refraction at max power.
Alright.
Excellent. The first mirror. Let's get going.
Have a safe trip, Madam Herta.
May your journey yield good results.
Coordinates input
Right?
complete. Preparing to activate spatial warp. Destination, unknown celestial body. Amphorius. Spatial warp countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Warp activated.
Bright lights! What? Oh, wait, shiny.
So that's Amphorius? Its appearance is, well, sure is unique.
Yeah? Because that does not look like a planet. It looks like a swirly bit in space.
Second mirror, prepare for thought refraction. It's time to send me in.
All right. Please read the safety protocols carefully.
Can't you hurry up?
Yes, ma'am.
Bright light!
I didn't expect it to be so turbulent. I should have asked the second mirror to use slightly less power. What a magnificent sight! Is this the
What?
entrance to Emphorius?
What am I witnessing?
Let's see. Perhaps I'll be able to find a way in.
Excuse me? Right?
What's this? A statue? It's ugly. I don't like it.
You can't just call people ugly. Heard of. Well, I mean, I guess you can. So here's Dan Heng and I. Also, I did not know the Flame Raver was that tall. Holy guacamole! What? Are you like half giant? Whoa. Wow. Like, look how tall this guy is. Jeez. Huh. There was some unsanctioned fireworks not too far from me on my walk home. Yeah, there's a lot of fireworks lately. Here in North America, we have a holiday today, for those who do not know. We'll get in trouble, but it was a very nice encounter. Yeah. I mean, as long as nothing gets set on fire and no one, you know, randomly bursts into flames, then it's fine. TBH. Mostly.
Oh, I finally found your traces. How esteemed must you be for the great Herda to come out personally? When we return, get ready to become free
Wait,
labor for the
no.
simulated universe for the rest of your lives.
It's not my fault! Herda, no! Just the height difference is absurd! Oh, wow. Hold on. Jeez! Your average sized man versus him? Jeez! Good golly.
What's this? How creepy. Oh, it moves?
What?
Who are you trying to scare? It's either a projection or a fake. There doesn't seem to be much to take note of. Now then, how am I going to get into Emphorius?
That's fascinating. So everyone else is just like standing here and stuff, and those are literal statues. But no. Flame Reaver moved.
My deepest apologies, esteemed lady. I'm afraid that you cannot proceed further.
I guess?
Who's there?
Your visit, although not part of my calculations, is a pleasant surprise. It's a pity that the preparations are not yet in place to receive you with the hospitality that someone of your status deserves.
I told you he's weird. Everyone in their great grandmama could tell you Lygus is weird. The way he talks always sounds like he's on the verge of laughing. You know, it's kind of condescending. And he's well aware of who Herda is. Yeah, what is Amphorius? What is it do? It's something. Is this all like a little experiment to you?
Are you not going to answer my question? Who are you?
Like Aid and Genshin, right? Yeah, he has that tone.
I have many identities, and I'm going to have even more in the future.
Maybe not.
But if you just need a form of address, you can use my common alias. Lycurgus. Lygus.
Like Curtis.
All right, Lygus. But you can't possibly think that I'm just asking for a name, can you?
Come on, Herta! Outclass him, I know you can do it!
Regrettably, I do not have the authority to share more information.
Yeah. So, the funny Aeon of, like, knowledge and stuff is called Naus? I don't remember his name. The Aeon that, Herta is a, you know, for...
However,
Let me Google it.
standards are always flexible. While not violating the ultimate protocol, I'm able to disclose this piece of information. As you thought, this is the entrance to Amphorius.
Oh, I was right. It is Naus. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Lycus gives me very, like, creature. Creature from Naus itself. Because he's fascinated by Anaxa and he respects Herta. I kind of always suspected it to be the case.
Now, please, kindly turn back. Amphorius is not a world that you should be involved with, regardless of what kind of magnificent achievements you have accomplished.
Oh.
This place will not open its doors so easily.
Is that because you said it?
You seem to understand me very well. Then you should know that I have no reason to listen to you.
Let's go, Herta!
Your reaction is completely within my calculations. Despite my long years as a watcher, it seems like my assessment of human nature still remains accurate. From you, I'm able to sense a beautiful desire for knowledge.
Yeah, you're such a creature. You're such a creature.
But my answer remains unchanged. Madam, it is with the utmost goodwill that I suggest you return to where you came from.
Let's assume for a second that I'm not so well-mannered, and that I insist on uncovering the secrets hidden behind you, Mr. Lygus. How do you plan to dispel this notion of mine?
Within the scope of the ultimate protocol, there are 178,244 logic chains at my disposal to convince you.
Alright, get started.
After filtering through them, I have determined that I only require 3 to attain the results that I desire.
Uh-oh. Herta, please don't leave us here with him. I don't like it.
Oh? I'm all ears.
First, for reasons that cannot be disclosed, Amphorius is a completely isolated celestial body. Apart from me, no one else will be able to help you enter.
Okay, Lygus. Did you let us in? Or did we get in and you're just pretending that that didn't happen? Are we gonna pretend we didn't actually make it into Amphorius?
That's not a good argument.
Second, if your plan is, as you've alluded to previously, to force me into cooperating by showing hostility, Do know that
Yeah, see, he's talking through clenched teeth now. This robo-dude have attitude.
just like you, I have basked in the gaze of the erudition.
Couldn't be more obvious.
I stake my honor and assure you that in the worst case scenario, our mutual destruction will be inevitable.
Oh, so he is an actual confirmed, emanator, then. Because basked in the gaze, so he's an emanator. Right?
Oh. No wonder I couldn't find a back door. When I did a scan of our surroundings, the safety protocols on you are comparable to Screwy's. How interesting.
He's just a Skrullum wannabe, Herda! Get him out of here!
I assume that you still wish to hear the third logic chain.
Yes.
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
Third, even if you exhaust all your means and find a way to break through, you will surely give up once you understand the consequences of your actions. After all, throughout your long life, as much as you'd hate to admit, your conscience has played a crucial role.
And this is why Herda is different than everybody else who is part of the Genius Society. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. And it's also why Dr. Ratio has not been accepted into the Genius Society. Herda is different. Most of the ones in Genius Society threw away their consciousness, their morality, and it's just like science. I don't care how I achieve my goal. I don't care who I experiment on. I don't care if it's against the Geneva Conventions, right? Herda still cares, to some extent. Lygus! No humanity within this body whatsoever. Will be willing to do any war crime whatsoever. And probably already has. Geneva Conventions. And we're just a set of guidelines.
What a brazen robot. You think that you can actually understand me through your paltry calculations? But since you put it that way, why don't you tell me what these consequences will be?
She's like, are you threatening me?
It concerns the third path that is entangled with Amphorius. A path that you and your friends still very much lack understanding of.
That is probably true. To be fair, we don't understand a darn thing going on here. Would you like to tell me? More like suggestions that we are going to ignore, apparently. And hello, Captain. Hello.
The destruction. So, if you ignore my warnings and persist in your ways...
Hold on. The third path that isn't, Okay. But why is Lygus talking like he has some type of authority over everything going on here?
You will break the shackles of a Lord Ravager. And when that happens, their fury will engulf the cosmos.
Did you bippity boppity control their property, Lygus? Are you controlling a Lord Ravager? There's no shot.
Misery and bliss, the same no matter where you go.
Okay.
Misery and bliss. The same no matter
Hey,
where
you
you go.
put that away right now, you silly goobers. Hey! I think we do have a little thingy to put in another little thingy. Here we go. Alright. And boop. Wow! That is a lot of tarot cards we have today. We have a cipher. Yeah, okay, alright. And in the next,
A thief tells a few stories.
The first story is titled The Golden Apple.
The Golden Apple!
It doesn't have to go to the fairest.
Guys, it's the Golden Appy! Is it my Golden Appy?
That city is named Paphos, where the golden light of Nestia shines. The golden apple tree sits in the city's middle. Only the fairest can pluck its apples.
The Golden Apple Archipelago! You're right! It's made a return!
The beauty pageant begins on time, as the fair ones stretch their supple arms, trying to pluck the fruits above their heads. Yet every time the apples come within reach, a breeze blows the fruit away without a trace.
Look, if I competed in this, I would just literally be too short to even try to make it. I'd be like, please, someone bend the branch, I'm too short. And I would never know if I could win the beauty pageant.
The audience in displeasure disbands, with only one girl left standing there, her features bland. Yet to her surprise, she finds her arms full of golden fruits, a harvest grand.
Oh, next page.
The second story is titled Trying to Argue? Don't trick yourself, please.
That's a cool, funny title. I like
That
it.
city is named Idylia, where Circe's roots bury deep and wide. The sophist scholar holds a tortoise aloft, but his theories, common sense bereft.
Why is this chapter funny? Hello? Common sense bereft is my new insult to people? Thank you. I'll be taking that.
Even the best athlete could never catch up to this turtle.
None can overturn him in arguments, and he obtains the champion's crown in merriment. Yet, as he is about to leave, a wind blows the tortoise in front of him. And behold, his paradox becomes truth. To catch up to the turtle, an entire day and night he spent.
Well?
The third story I will tell is titled A Competition in Trickery. Who do you think is the Grandmaster?
That city is named Dolos, where even Zagreus was once tricked.
Sheesh.
The king promises to reward the perfect lie, wishing to recreate the deceit of the Titan, his grand feat.
I think the world is a gourd.
In truth, we are all already dead.
The liars take their turns in the challenge, but no one pleases the king.
I don't like this one. This feels like 3 truths and a lie. It doesn't seem like a lie.
With a gust of wind, the girl emerges before the king's face. And when she leaves, she already has the king's promised gold in a pouch. The others are curious as to what lie she raised.
Zagreus can only tell lies. And I am Zagreus.
Okay.
The fourth story is called You Like Money. Good. But you must pay the price.
That city is called Mithimus, where the sea
Mithimus.
breeze intoxicates the people with delight. A wealthy penny pincher prays to the Titan.
Please give me the power to turn anything into gold.
Not a good choice. Nope.
With a breeze, the rock in his hand turns to gold. But his joy is fleeting to behold, for with one embrace, his wife turns into
Midas.
coins, scattered on the soil. He howls at Fagusa to retract the blessing, but sees a girl in a hood in passing. The girl laughs hilariously, holding his hand in hers.
Go back and check your vault. Some gold may be missing. But your beloved is right there, waiting.
Cyphera, you took another long journey.
And we want to hear your fun stories!
The girl with the hood dangles her feet in the bath as 2 coins dance and fly between her fingers.
Basically, I visited 4 places, tricked them to my heart's content, and came back fully rewarded.
You know, she's doing the opposite in this photo. Dangles her feet in the bath. Isn't this technically her butt's in the bath and her feet are out of it? Only her butt is in the bath. This one. I'm telling you. Oh, okay.
The girl pauses her words and looks out the window as the light above the Titan's shoulder casts her right cheek aglow.
The dawn will never cease, and the thief star wanders in foreign lands. How would you know that I am not lying right now?
Also true. Alright, well, that's Cypher's. Cyphera. Next. Number 3.
To the dead, when she bids farewell, she casts the slate into the fire, an act futile. I have never heard of lands with such customs. At this time, something drizzles down the slate, full of colors, seemingly tears for the Reaper of Chills. It turns out the slate is inscribed with poems, and every phrase is diligently colored with skill.
Okay.
Before people pass away, I write down these poems.
Aww.
That is the limit of the girl's answer, and she only responds with silence for requests to read these poems. As time goes by, she finally opens her petal-veiled heart, and the reason behind her reluctance to show her work is finally clear.
My poems are still too green. Not worthy to be art.
It stems from the girl's shame and discomfort. It seems the girl once also loved to imagine with effort, and many wild tales were written on her part. A misunderstanding was what made her cease this art.
Oh.
It was a pair of arch-enemies who gained fame in the war. One of them burst into laughter after reading the girl's poetic words.
He and I clearly wish to kill and tear each other apart. But in your eyes, you think we are close, unable to part.
Oh?
She did not write poetry as a
Wait a minute.
pastime. It is
Wait
said
a minute.
that she left great works under hundreds of names. In different times, she even criticized her previous beliefs, making her identity even harder to assume.
Okay, but that's kind of funny in a way, you know? I do love that she interpreted. They must be very close if they're like, you know, having this very intense rivalry here. And they were rivals, chat, and they were rivals. But it's also kind of funny how historians today will take a piece of work and they'd be like, they were gay lovers. And they'd be like, they were very close friends. You know? And they were also roommates. Exactly.
I still found her weakness after many twists and turns. No matter how fickle her thoughts, she never lost faith in those words regarding the value of fragile mortal lives. She is heartbreaking and enchanting. She is the fingertips of death and the ghost of love and poetry.
Oh, that's kind of beautiful.
However, those poems have brought her many complaints. The poems that her hands composed all lack an ending of any kind. And the Maid of Death has no desire to continue them.
This is truly difficult to write.
The girl excuses herself.
My duty is to lead the living to the end. I cannot think of a fitting end for a poem to the dead.
I think that's almost more beautiful. Not writing an
Such
ending.
is the epitome of lies. One who's grown used to death remains inexperienced with farewells.
Honestly, if her poem was about someone's end, and the poem itself just abruptly ended, right? It's about their life or something and how they lived it, and then it just stopped, and she didn't actually write the ending. It's almost more artistic to do it that way than to write the ending.
Therefore, I extend her an invitation. In this story belonging to herself, she can leave an ending reserved only for her.
What she brings is not only death.
She thus replied when we first met. And when we meet once again for the last time, she again deliberates over this closing statement.
Apart from death, there is something else that is worth remembering.
That is the journey she walked.
Alright, act concluded. It's also an interesting reflection of this endlessness that's going on in Amphorius. Because she cannot... Maybe she's literally unable to fathom an end because of that. Ascension of the Lone God Slayer.
To die for glory is not eternal sleep.
This is a lie all Castrum Kremnos keeps.
The world after death is superior to reality and basks in light.
But such vague poems the Crown Prince would not easily believe.
Cowards who dare not to look death in the eye.
He declared thus on the day he returned from the stream of souls.
Longing for a martyr's heaven and reciting self-deceiving stories.
His words are sacrilege incarnate, more arrogant than his blood and family.
True warriors should treat that paradise with spite.
Many followers thus stop, no longer following his steps, for they feel this young man's words, compared to poems, are even more absurd. A body immortal equals not perfection. The man braved dangers endless simply to seek his weakness. In his greener days with more amateur skills, in crises where death denied him even after kills, he learned why curse is a synonym for blessing, for he saw that visage of terror at life's closing. The man seems unmoved when this past is mentioned. Having braved death 9 times, he who was once lacking now excels above everyone else, still rising. Yet, when asked if he's still as ticklish as when he was a child, he does not answer.
Aww.
It's a wild tale he won't care to opine. It's said that Castrum Kremnos has secrets divine, through which the king's power has passed a one-man army by strength in their bloodline.
Therefore, a traitor who does not inherit the throne is a king most infirm.
As the protagonist hears these words, he refutes not, but openly responds.
These are not rumors unfounded. But will they matter if my deeds eclipse those of all other kings, achieving glory beyond?
That's true, that's true.
Never turning back in war, he seizes all our glory.
That rumor in the war camp of fury often casts a shadow on a man's heart, indestructible and fiery. When campaigns become mired in terror, he sends his army to places safe and secure. Yet alone he goes to fight, knowing death can touch him ne'er. The Kremnoan detachment who follows him in livery all die in bed, devoid of glory. They have their share of grudges upon death, but the man has no regret, none necessary.
Your glory lies not in death, but in my hands.
Oh, as long as he keeps going. There you go.
The dust settles, and strife calms. A deathly quiet covers his father's realm, and the man alone returns home. A question seems to sound from shadows of the past around.
Did you already walk that flame-chasing road, O King?
Atop the throne, the man mutters alone.
There's nothing else worthy of the hunt, for I am the blazing fire at the journey's end.
As it has been foretold, he killed the king to become a king, and killed the god to become a god. His eternal destiny is to be crowned in blood.
But why? Maybe he just wants to vibe, you know, come on. Well. And we have 2 more. Everyone, make sure you grab your dinner. This is the perfect time. No action, just stories. You know, we listen to these. We do get some interesting tidbits sometimes from these stories. Sometimes they're obvious, you know, and you're like, okay. And sometimes it's like, okay, I see where this is going. Elegy of Beauty and Ugliness.
In the past, when strife swallowed the earth and schemes disrupted the hearts of friends, the maiden who was yet a weaver was wrapped in a cocoon most grand, untouched by the storms sweeping through the land. She spent her youth in a palace of romance, surrounded by treasures, with even maids beautiful beyond belief, often bathing in the praise and admiration of wealthy nobles.
Yeah.
Till warfare set the threads aflame, and the devoutly praying priest was slaughtered before the altar. The family, adored by all, perished before their courtyards, and the blood of her maidservants dyed her golden mantle red. The golden threads covering her eyes snapped, and the concealed truth finally appeared firsthand.
Before a strong wind, a weak nobility cannot stand.
True. True, though. True.
In the long, endless war, the Gold Weaver family was shattered by the sword, and the legacy of romance became a tragedy. She had a broken mansion and an empty house. The nobles who once loved her, none now willing to help her. All the romance, talent, peerage, and beauty, what use are they in a disaster? As she closed her eyes in melancholy, the maidservant pushed a broken loom to her earnestly.
Miss, would you like to pick up the shuttle again and weave for me?
The young miss wanted to laugh, but could only respond with shock. For the maid's face was now covered in scars as she fought to protect her mistress's safety.
Though I can no longer see, I still want to don the garments you weave.
Aww. Okay, but I do like that. What use is all this beauty and prestige, artistry in the face of like war and, doom times type of thing? But when everything settles down again, what do people search for? Different forms of entertainment, art, different hobbies. But in times of war, it is kind of like you have no place here. But as soon as it settles down, well, they want you again.
And yet, when she heard this, the desire to weave overcame her fears. Therefore, in the broken shadows of a house, the loom of romance moved once more.
Yeah. Oh, look. Oh.
The garments were exchanged for copious gold, buying back her renown of old. Yet beside this mistress most noble, there was always a blind maid in tow, dressed in luxuries unfitting. As the weaver attended banquets, the praises of her youth returned.
That majestic lady must be Nestia in the flesh.
But harsh words also joined.
The mistress's beauty is quite reduced by a maidservant, so unsightly.
All right. Okay. I think I know where this one's going. Is it her puppet? Did she make like her puppets in the in the after image of her maidservant? Is that what happened?
The maidservant apologized in embarrassment, lowering her head.
My mistress, I have brought you shame.
Yet her mistress brought her to the middle of the ball, having her garbed in the latest dress as the model.
Aww.
She now knew that praises and ridicule were both untrue, and that romance cared not for beauty of the face. The golden thread of gods exists only within.
There you go. I love it. That's why I love the introspection of beauty in Honkai Star Rail, because Argentia Knight of Beauty also says the same thing. He'll call people beautiful. He even calls a plant beautiful because it's a natural growing thing and he thinks nature is beautiful, right? Because beauty is not just the surface level. It's beauty of the heart and the soul, too. And I love how they emphasize it here. And Aglaya, though she was, you know, raised on all this prestige and nobility and everything else and this artistry, and that's what they believe to be beautiful, and then she, you know, she was never really shallow about it, but when her maidservant came forward and asked her to make this garment, she was like, how beautiful is his soul, right? How beautiful is her heart and everything like that. She doubled down on realizing what it really was. That's so cool.
She is no longer that helpless girl. She already carries the god's authority and walks the hero's route. But she still cannot hold back the calamity of strife.
That's true. Especially not alone. This is why Argenti and Rook would get along. Yeah. They see the whole beauty. I low-key cannot wait until we go to the planet where Adrilla originally was, because I think that's where they said the first incident occurred with, oh, I can't remember what it's called. Something destruction, right? Happened there, where Adrilla was originating from, that planet. And it is on the list of where we're supposed to go eventually. I want to see if there's other people who followed the path of beauty still around and what they have to say. Very interested.
The unsightly maidservant blocked the dagger aimed at the mistress's soul.
Aww.
And blood once again dyed red something she wove. That was the last time in her life the maid's face she clearly beheld.
No!
When sewing the death shroud, she could not control how her fingers shook, often pricked by the needle, sharp and acute. Thus, that pristine white cloth wept with tears of blood and gloom. And when the day of the funeral came, she saw the commoners' endless graves, and the nobles dressed in silk, frolicking in the groves, and sadness overwhelmed her in droves.
Wow. All of the commoners, you know, the maidservants, etc., still protected their nobles. And they're frolicking in the groves. It wasn't like everybody, like all the other nobles were mourning the loss of the commoners or their servants or anything like that. Aglaya was the only one there who was genuinely mourning the loss of her maid, who genuinely cared for her back. Yeah, that's disgusting.
Is this the destiny unleashed for their act of chasing God's core flames? She kneels before the divine statues and prays to Nestia of romance to look at these garments soaked in blood from the flames of war.
Why are those that appear so fair in fact ugly in truth?
Sheesh.
Why do faces unsightly contain souls cut from noble cloth? Why can the blind see the light? And why do those with eyes only see night?
The dying god remains silent.
If you no longer have the power to see, then with my destiny,
She grasps the burning core flame.
I'll exchange for eyes that can see everything.
Warm liquid flows from her eyes that now see all. In that instance, she is sure that she saw the manifestation of beauty.
A round of applause. honestly, I get it. She wanted to exchange eyes. Oh. I mean, I do. Her maidservant was, I think she said she was also blind, right? And she was still seeing the light in the world, despite everything she went through. And, I don't know, I just think it's... I get it, I do. There was also a One Piece character, one of the, generals or something for the Marines, that blinded himself because of the ugliness of humanity he saw as well. And I still remember the line. He said he wished he saw Luffy smile. That was the only thing, after all those years of, you know, disgusting people, he wished he was able to see Luffy smile. Yeah. And an Axa. Number 3, expose the divine.
Do not make him your enemy, even though he may seem frail and weak.
When a valiant warrior from afar assaulted the grove, he shattered their strength with only his eyes and pointing stick. He sent them running, pride cut to the quick.
He may seem cold and unkind, but he sees through human emotions with just a peek.
A student was troubled by love's trials and aches. With one sentence, he guided them away from heartbreak, letting destiny's strands weave a path to love and happiness's shape.
All is science, and human wisdom knows no bounds.
True.
Both martial prowess and emotions are knowledge that can be found.
He firmly believes that all things can be deciphered, bared to those who peek. Those that cannot be solved are not mysteries infinite, but only questions waiting to be answered, not obstacles bleak.
That is true. Everything is technically solvable in a weird way. We just lack the ability to understand. Reminds me of this one guy from Kill la Kill who lost a sword fight and was like, it's because I wasn't focusing enough and relied on my eyes too much. I want to sew them shut so I can become a better swordsman. Yeah. That's true too. I think I remember seeing that actually. It's kind of amazing how the human body and mind can overcompensate in other areas when we lose one of our senses. It's not, you know, great that happens, the reasons why it happens, but that we're able to continue to overcome it.
For those who only protect themselves, the world cannot see their intentions. In sorrowful parting hours, the scholar refuses trifling matters. Isolated in a corner of his library, he fiddles with instruments of crafters. Colleagues suspect him of creating new blasphemies, while students believe him to be making new miracles of mastery. The curious one's gaze through the window beholds, seeing a small wooden bird on the table, wobbling in comfort, swaying in the scholar's hand, an endearing cohort.
I'm sorry, that's like the cutest thing. Everybody suspects him of just creating new, like, technology and things of blasphemy, and he just made a cute little wooden bird. Aww, that's so cute. He just wanted a little buddy. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe the wooden bird has some other meaning to it. But
I ask him, seeking his motive for this effort, but the scholar, usually so quick to retort, refuses to answer, seemingly coming up short. Creatures that through his hands pass all change their functions, invoking wonder peerless. He once removed his hat, as others witnessed, then walked on the hat over water with success. They also saw him light a flare, fearless, instead creating chilling cold air, not so harmless.
Not so harmless. And hello, Lilia! Hello! Also, is Dumpster Bunny alive? No, maybe not. Hold on, I need to get some shout-outs in chat for you guys. I have a lot of people sitting in here. I was like, you know what? I need to give you guys some shout-outs for Lily, and shout-out for David. As well as, are you hiding in here too? Captain Troy Handsome. Yeah. We're also about to have an ad break. Pre-warning everyone, I just saw it pop up. Smile. S-O. There we go. Yeah. I know who's streamers in my chat. I know. Even if I don't know. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I think so. Some days. Ta-da! Yeah, I've had like migraines and vertigo for 3 weeks now. Everyone round of applause. Yay! We're finally going to the funny doctor coming up next week. Yeah, next week. That was as soon as they could get me in. But my memory is getting worse, progressively so. So if I get your name wrong or, you know, anything else wrong, just let you know, it's not personal, kid. It's not personal.
That bird was once a toy, and now his messenger. Or perhaps still a toy.
Oh.
That is the magic trick of his success, and one of his teachings that he will profess.
Nothing in this world is ever born fixed.
Interesting statement. Okay.
The far-seeing must be far in thought. His teachings are like prophetic delight, yet he opposes prophecies with all his might.
Thank you, Skia! Thank you for the resubby! And hello, hello! You have arrived. Hello. 8 months? Oh. In style. Did you get a new badge? I want to say that's a new badge. Oh, no, not yet. You're almost there. I think you're almost there. Listen, it's been so long since I designed those badges. I don't know what year is what year, you know what I mean? I think you get one at 9 months. I don't know what segment they are. It's because it's like 3, 6, maybe 9. I could be wrong. Ooh, shiny. Speaking of which, which is which? Huh? Are you doing some funny teehee stuff too? Yeah, speaking of which, a style. Ever since I updated to Clip Studio Paint, I'm also upgrading my model again. Fun fact. Weird time to say it, but I am. Oh, trying to. Oh, you too, huh? I know. I thought about redoing my badges myself again. I need to design another new one, another new color at least, because we're coming up to a new year that I've been streaming. So I need a new badge, but I don't know what to do. Help. Almost there. Living on a prayer. Thank you. Welcome to the team. You got the cute little badge. You got the cute little emotes now. That I may or may not be addicted to getting always more emotes. Listen, I need at least one emote for any emotion that crosses my mind. True.
It's a time he refrained from looking back on. Traveling all lands, chasing prophecies, trying to prove the priest's words were not unchangeable foresight.
Okay.
Countless times, he exhausted his crafty sleights, wanting to rescue the doomed and resurrect whites, wanting to shame the prophesized heroes of magic and might, wanting to sway promised villains to a course more upright. Perhaps fate could not guess his goals, but it could trample over his plans overnight. At the end, all his challenges flicker out, but he persists still in endless plight. His ambitions are too lofty, and so failure follows him never too softly. Through moments of defeat felt increasingly common, the scholar learned one thing he has never forgotten. Respond to defeat with a smile haughty. Not from optimism, nor from a defeat of the heart.
I thank this misfortune's severity.
The laughter oozes with self-mockery, but is also full of a different emotion.
Okay.
If this road is easy to walk, then future generations will not praise my name in piety,
says his ambition.
There we go. Heck yeah, remember that, chat? If it was easy, would it really be worth it? Don't you feel much more successful as well when you overcome something much more difficult? That's also true. Future generations will not praise my piety. Let's go in Naxa. He said another failure? Nah, that's fine. When I actually overcome it though, that'll be something. What an icon. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Alright, all journal entries have been filled? Ma'am? Cass, only at the end did I realize she was nothing like the rumors.
Ma'am?
I'm really curious. Is everyone like this? Having a side that no one else sees. Is Nia the same? Mildly true. Oh. I'm curious about your hidden side. I do have quite a few different sides. We'll only know when the story's over. That's interesting. Okay. But I'm curious about Mem.
Mem.
I've only just been born, so of course I don't have one. As even later on, there must be people who stay unchanged forever, right? I don't think so. What do you guys think, chat? Is it possible someone can remain unchanged forever without their entirety of their life?
Mem.
But right now, I'm not really in the mood to dig too deep. Cass's story is stepping into the next chapter, and I can't quite explain how I feel. It's like sadness, but also like some strange sense of relief. A bitterness, maybe?
Mem.
If someone were to ask about us, how should we tell her story? Her embrace was just as warm as anyone else's.
Mem.
If you say that, then that's a trustworthy statement. I'd love a hug from her too. At the end, Mem. Accept a hug from Castris at the end of all things, okay? I'm just saying, now is not the time.
Mem.
In future stories, Nia doesn't have to go out of their way to avoid any endings for my sake, okay?
Mem.
Even though every story has an ending, I still wish everything could start over again. Mem? Is this partially your doing? I'm telling you. Mem, Mem did something. And I know it. Ooh, Stellar Chi. Thank you. No. Mem. Oh no. Is there more bug? Oh, it's just telling me this. Okay, we're good. Oh? What? Oh, we already looked at this. That's weird that it's showing me this.
Hi, how are you?
The dying god remains silent.
Hello? I guess this notification is just messed up. And hello, Zero! Hello. Welcome. It's acting like I didn't complete it. But we did.
The dying god remains.
If you...
Warm.
Okay. That was weird. Don't know why I did that. Because we read it all and we listened to it all. Oh, that's just Fate Atlas. Listen, we're trying to keep up with the main storyline. I'll go look at the extras later. I'm sorry. Head to the vortex of Genesis and recall what came before? What? Mem, when stuff happens. Mem.
Write that down!
Thanatos' okay and Cersei's core flames have been returned. As they should. The 12 constellations hover above, overlooking the vortex of Genesis. Oh, this is a cool scenic. They embody the 12 Amphorian deities, fate, foundation, creation, and calamity. Now 10 among them have fallen. Their core flames return to the origin of Genesis. Above you, constellations shimmer, the brilliance echoing the faint slumber of each titan. And you have experienced 4 ascensions and 4 partings. Yeah, we have. Strife. The Lance of Fury once became the Mad King, plunging the world into ceaseless strife until your valor brought it to an end. And its demigod successor, the Undying Maidamos, chose to bear the title of Kremnos alone, returning home to be crowned as the last line of defense for the Holy City. Mighty, may your battles know no defeat. I miss him already, Chad. I was hoping Mighty didn't become the new god of strife. I was hoping somewhere around there that he could just go be himself. But no. He took on the responsibility. Back then, the incarnation of time entrusted Mem to you at the Temple of the Three Fates. Back then, the lively girl with red hair fulfilled her mission and bid the first farewell. Time speaks not of fairness, yet it never stops. And now this power resides in your hands. See you tomorrow? Stop! I don't want to hear it anymore. Reason? Why are we here? Just to suffer? Seriously? We came here for the funny tee-hee-ha-ha fuel for the Astral Express, not these emotional roller coaster games we play. This is too cruel. Not long ago, the head of the Grove Sages helped you repel the menace that is the Black Tide. And still not long past, that unruly scholar staged one grand performance, granting you a glimpse of this world's truth at the cost of his life. Oh, the incarnation of reason. Have you found your answer at the end of existence? Man, and he took himself out. You know? Quite literally. The prophecy once made the hand of shadow choose two people, granting one the fate of death. Yet their bond wove a hauntingly beautiful tale that stretched across time. At the end, the incarnation of death, who journeyed from the nether realm to the living world, chose to remain in that sea of flowers, retrieving your future. At the end of the west wind, we shall meet again, Castris. Aww. What a long journey it's been. Time and again, farewells haven't numbed you. You can't help but wonder, how many more goodbyes will the journey of trailblazing entail? You question whether you'll be able to express each goodbye with heartfelt emotion. That is true. At what point will we just get used to saying goodbyes as well? Your thoughts sink into the ocean. You recall how the Amphorians cherish epics, using stories to soothe their sorrows. Perhaps you should embrace this way to dispel your melancholy and regain your strength. Then let it begin! Countless words of adventure surge through your mind. You need only to grasp just one to anchor your creation. Is that my phone? Don't be influenced by the noise outside, just focus on the keyword. No! Trailblazer! Ring ring! It is indeed difficult, but you should still cling tightly to your inspiration, waving heartfelt and elegant verses. No! Now is not the time! This is an impossible task. Just one glance at your phone! It won't disrupt your thoughts, or so you tell yourself. My phone? Bruh! That's what I'm saying! Trailblazer! Get it together! Why is it... I was hoping it was somebody off-world, but it's just Cypher, you know? I was hoping it was like Herda or something, ended up getting a message through. But it's Cypher. We've gotten a message from Finan before. It works on world. Grey mystery. I had zero time for treasure hunting the last time I was in Styxia. Absolutely huge loss. Now the River of Souls has mostly retreated. I'm back, baby! There's a big shiny chest in the water. I can't use the miracle orb and I can't wade through. Your power time is needed. I could do a 70-30 split. 30 for you and 70 for me. Exactly 30 for you and 70 for me. Wrong, Cypher? If you need my powers, it's 70 me. Where's my Bellabog crew? On Bellabog. On Eurillo 6. You must admit, I'm in danger! That some people still manage to live joyfully at this arduous low point in life. Cypher's endless desires for wealth seem more turbulent than the waters of the Scale Gorge waterscape. Oh, we're starting 3.3? Is that what we're on now? Ooh. Forget the past for now. It only brings sorrow. But sadness has no place in this moment. What you need is the drive to move forward. Well, we are trailblazers. We cannot get stuck in one place for long. Or stuck on one topic, even. That is the way it is. We decide to head to Styxia, where the River of Souls is no longer blocked, to meet up with that cat girl. Hopefully those glittering, clinking trinkets will, as always, lift your spirits. I'm coming, fellow Trash Panda?
Oh, Styxia's moonlight is so beautiful.
Okay, ma'am, can you TP us back to, you know, back to where we just were? Because there was a treasure chest there, and I was staring at it that entire cutscene despite the moving eulogies we were talking about. I saw it, it caught my eyes, and I would like to go get it, please.
And the River of Souls is so quiet. It's like everything that happened was just a dream. I wonder if Cass is doing okay on the other side. If I write a letter and put it in a drift bottle, will she be able to read it?
That's exactly what I thought about doing. I was like, can we just send her like little gifts over through the underworld, you know, river? And see you soon, David. Have a nice, refreshing shower. Yeah, can't we just send her little gifts down the river? Come on.
No, this shouldn't be so depressing.
Well, it is, ma'am. Just because it should be doesn't mean it isn't.
Now's not the time to feel down. We gotta pull ourselves together. By the way, it was Miss Cypher who asked us to come here. But where has she gone?
And why did we actually listen to her?
Huh?
What was that?
I don't know. But this aura feels so familiar.
I don't like that answer.
Let's go check it out together. Be very careful. I have a bad feeling about this.
Could we not have something so foreboding? Can we just have like a nice little vacation in a bathhouse or something? Right? Anything? No dice? Okay, alright, okay. Also for main story reasons, I always choose a different team. If only! Just a nice little cozy day, you know? With everyone. Everyone's there, Mighty, Castris, you know. Everyone.
Hey, what's that on the ground? Should we pick it up?
Is it trash? Is someone littering?
Careful, careful.
Oh! Look at Mem go!
It's a piece of black cloth.
Mem. I think we're gonna have to kill the Flame Reaver, Mem. I think it's time.
Now, where have I seen this before?
Did someone rip off a piece of my clothes? Ah, it's the Flame Reaver.
What? How could they be here?
Why wouldn't they be here? Of course they're here.
Memmy!
Oh, not the Memmy! Castris, what? Not Castris. Mem, watch your words, please.
Look out!
Okay, but why did the Flame Reaver show up so zesty? What was that hip twirl? And that cape swirl? You know what I'm saying? I'm just, Flame Reaver? Mem? I think we're gonna have to kill this guy.
Wait! We both know what this thing can do.
Yeah, and? Do you know what I can do? You don't.
Let's try our best to deal with them for now, and we'll slip into the past with Time's power as soon as we can.
Nah, I got this. I'd win. The amount of times I've technically died. I got this. Yeah, I could throw a hat at them, Mem. I could throw a pen. Horrifying.
The River of Souls
Yes?
is full of fish, big and delicious.
Is it? Do you want to go fishing, buddy? We can be new fishing partners. We can be friends. Come on. You know you're a little lonely.
What?
The River of Souls is full of delicious fish. Ma'am, did you not hear what he said? He spoke English to us.
The flame chase journey stops. Meow, meow.
He's just a little cat boy, ma'am. It's okay, Flame Reaver. I knew as soon as you showed up on my screen you were a little something something. You know, it's okay. If you want to be my little meow meow, I accept it.
Meow?
The Flame Reaver's gone mad.
We already knew about the mad part, but are we still in danger?
It's okay, Flame Reaver. You can be my little meow meow. I accept you. Look, I think you're a little, you know, in the brain, but so am I. Touche. You know what I mean? Ma'am? Oh! Darn you, Cypher! I was wanting my little meow meow!
Sorry, I couldn't pass on the chance to give you two a good scare.
I would say you gave me false hope. I want my little meow meow back. Let me believe. What a terrible person. Let's leave. I've had it. Nope, not doing it. I don't even know why I came here in the first place. I'm out of here.
Ah, don't run! I'm the real Cypher. The real one.
That's why we're leaving. You're not Flame Reaver. Disappointment.
Come on, don't be upset. I'm just giving you a kind reminder that Emphorius isn't safe at all. The whole place is full of dangers, including that Swordmaster. Make sure you stay on your toes, no matter where you are.
Yeah, and you're not Flame Reaver. I was willing to adopt him. Disappointment. So you're playing both good cop and bad cop. For what?
Hey, I'm just making it up to you. You'd do the same in my shoes.
No, I actually would not. I actually heavily would not. No.
So, was that a Flame Reaver disguise? Or a magic trick? It looked so real. Is that the power of the trickery demigod?
Disguise? No. It's not as simple as that. Let me think about how to explain this. For example, what did you think when you realized that piece of cloth came from the Flame Reaver's cloak?
We thought that maybe the Flame Reaver was around here somewhere?
That's right. And then you heard some footsteps. What did you think when that happened?
Well, we thought it must be the Flame Reaver coming this way.
I guess that explains his zesty entrance. It was Cypher. And hello, Valen. Hello. It was Cypher doing a hit swirl she always does upon the entrance. That's exactly what happened.
Yep, exactly. I just used some hints and, mental suggestions to help you believe in a lie.
I mean, that's what Katara did in Avatar: The Last Airbender for Lady of the Lake, and it worked.
Lies are what Zagreus is best at. If everyone believes in a lie, then it becomes reality.
Is the world a lie, Cypher? Is that what Emphorius is, a lie? A simulation? An endless cycle of endlessness of torture? Tell me, Cypher! Do you know the truth? Because you know the lie? Tell me. I feel like you do.
Power to make lies into reality? That's got all my hair standing up.
Nothing new, ma'am. Now I know your secret!
I sure love your arrogance, Gray Mystery.
So says the other Gray Mystery.
The seamstress trusts you for a reason. Someone as honest as you couldn't trick me even if you wanted to.
Hey!
So, there's no harm in telling you.
What is that supposed to mean? Hey!
Besides, we still need to team up to go treasure hunting, right?
Oh, wait,
Let's wrap up here. It's time to get going.
Okay, but I know where one treasure is, and I wish to go get it. I hope Disney Demon Hunters. Oh, you talk about Disney Demon Hunters. Here. I know of K-pop Demon Hunters, Disney Demon Hunters. Nani Dumpster Bunny.
Oh, was that your teleslate?
Oh, is that what we call it here at the teleslate? Okay. Oh, it's Finan! Oh, poor little lonely Finan! Oh no, the meme! You take that back right now, Dumpster Bunny. I don't want to see it anymore. No, my brain already hurts as much as it is. Did you rest well? I came during the lucid hour, and you seemed asleep, so I didn't wake you up. But I can't stay idle in the current circumstances. I feel it's time to continue our special training. Let's go to the grove, shall we? Aww! Finan's lonely. Alright, we're so ditching Cypher here and going for Finan, right? Right, Trailblazer?
Aren't you a popular one? But I got to you first, so help me with the treasures, and then I'll send you two to the grove.
Why? What you doing? Oh, hi, Blinky Box. Good afternoon, evening, or good morning. Going with Cypher is clearly the better choice. Wrong. Wrong. Cypher already just gave me bad hope, like false hope here. Nah. Going with Finan. Have you seen Finan's thighs? Dumpster Bunny. Ah! Don't. Dumpster Bunny said no slander. Oh man. You guys. Cypher is so much better because waifu. Wrong! Wrong! Cypher is so much better because husbando?
Live handsomely. You mean spend all this money? That's so not why I hunt for treasures.
Do we hunt for treasures because it's shiny?
Don't forget, I'm a demigod too. And there's a line reserved for me in that stupid prophecy as well. You shall walk with greed and die over petty change.
Yeah, that's kind of a sucky line. Yeah.
But I don't believe in that. As long as I keep collecting treasures, then I won't need to care about petty change. And as long as I don't hurt other people when I get what I want, I won't be walking with greed. Right? Isn't that simple?
Who's gonna tell her? It's not gonna be me. Who's gonna tell her?
So, as long as I keep going down this path, all those predestined prophecies and fates will never catch up to me.
I'll tell you what, Cypher. I'll give you one little shiny coin. You poor soul. You poor unfortunate soul who does not realize you're already walking the path of greed. Have fun. Have fun, buddy.
That was a long speech. I'm getting thirsty at this rate. The treasures of Styxia aren't gonna float up on their own. Come on, Gray Mystery. Show me what the authority of time can do.
Why? I could just literally teleport myself to go hang out with Finan. And sorry if I am to assume that he's in a much more emotionally issue right now than you are currently. But I think he needs a buddy, you know? He's not someone who should be left alone. He lost his emotional support Maide. He needs somebody.
So, this is the car of the Astral Express you've spoken of. My repository of memories has been enriched with another fascinating piece of information. Thank you for leading me here, Lord Dan Heng.
What? Danny! What are you doing? Huh?
I'm surprised a council elder like yourself would be willing to journey so far to
No!
inspect the Express.
Danny, no! Dan, no!
Archimans hold wisdom and knowledge in high esteem. If the citizens knew of your origins, I'm sure more would be intrigued by the Trailblaze. Sadly, discussions about the world beyond the sky remain taboo.
Are you the one who wrote it like that? Because you didn't want people escaping? Was it you? You are manipulating everything and I know it. Because it's your little freak experiment. So many members of the Genius Society, so many followers of Naus are little freaks. They're creatures, okay? I will be holding upon these comments at all times because that's usually the case. Lycus, get away from Dan Heng. Get away! Shoo!
It's been quite some time since you first arrived in Arkham. Presumably, you've been looking for a way to leave ever since.
I've been actively gathering clues and testing different things.
I don't like you near him.
The more I find out, the more powerless I feel.
I really don't like this. Why is Trailblazer and Dan Heng continuously split up from each other? If I was Trailblazer in this scenario on a foreign planet and people are dying left and right, and I did too, there's no way I would be letting Dan Heng just travel alone amongst this entire planet. You know, I just would not. I would tie us together. I would tie us together, like, we're not leaving. You are not leaving my side. I already bit the dust. You are not next. Don't talk to any creepy person. Dan Heng the moment I turn my back. Anyway, Lygus, have you seen our little train car we came in on? No. Get away from my Dan Heng.
Don't be too hard on yourself, my lord. This puzzle has stumped Amphorius' scholars for centuries. It isn't something you can solve overnight. Even someone as gifted as yourself.
I don't like it. It gives me the ick. This scenario gives me the ick. Ugh.
In the Grove, I discovered extensive research on the Sky Titan. It appears that many scholars from Amphorius believe the taboo against the world beyond the sky stems from a curse cast by Aquila.
Exactly. Of the 12 Titans of Amphorius, Aquila is known for being the most capricious.
As long as Lygus has been here, as much authority as he's been given, both by the people and by himself, he could spread whatever rumor and legacy he so desires. How easy would it be to just lock down a planet because you have it within your power to do so. Spread the rumor that it's one of the gods that's doing that to the people. Oh, yeah, no, it's probably Aquila, you know. They're so capricious and, you know, who knows what they're thinking. They just don't want you to leave the planet. And people are like, oh, no, I don't want to anger the gods. And Lycus is just over there going, fools, idiots, easy.
The weather itself reflects their mood. Tranquil sunshine, mournful rain. Aquila's breath is a brisk wind, and their cries resound as thunder in a storm.
Additionally, Aquila is one of the 2 titans whose core flames have yet to be returned.
Oh, dear.
The sky above affects every citizen. It's clear that Lady Aglaya's decision to confront Aquila at the end of the Flame Chase journey was a carefully considered strategy.
If returning Aquila's core flame can break the sky's curse, we won't have to exhaust ourselves searching for a way back. We can simply focus on aiding the Chrysos heirs.
Anti-Catherians have no home to return to, so I understand your concern for your old friends and homeland. I used anti-Catherian technology, or scanning, as you might call it, to assess this car. Assuming my judgment is correct, I might be able to conduct a thorough overhaul of its power systems.
You are not putting him in charge of our train car. There's no shot. Dan Heng, right? You wouldn't do that, right?
Really? But...
You wouldn't do that, right?
Of course. That's only if you, my lord, permit me to interact with it.
You wouldn't dare, Dan Heng. You don't do it.
By all means, please, proceed. But be careful. The Express's thrusters are extremely delicate.
You just gave him access to state-of-the-art technology that he did not have access to before. Dan Heng! You get back here right now, mister! You stop this shenanigans! It's Daniel hungover! He might as well be, because he's acting like he is! What, you know, you said character development. Could he choose a different way to develop his character? Instead of trusting random freaky strangers? This thing is a creature, alright? A manipulative little stinky creature that needs to just go rot in a corner. Or go rust in a corner. I'm sorry, you can't rot. Like, go rust in a corner somewhere. Get out of my way, you know? Just leave. Get out of here. I don't like you. I don't trust you. I don't like you. Get away from Dan Heng. Those are so many red flags.
You honor me with your trust.
No.
I will be very careful.
I'll be very careful in the technology which you're just giving me to do as I please with. Thank you, Dan Heng, for actually giving me permission, so that when I use this against you and your friends and everyone else here on Amphorius and I learn from it, etc., etc., I will thank you once again for giving me access. Scans the damaged propulsion system, then methodically begins inspecting its components! Of course he would! That's because that's what he's wanted.
This is unbelievable.
Oh.
You seem to understand its structure perfectly. Have you repaired something like this before?
Not exactly. But we Anti-Catherians are inherently sensitive to machinery. Carefully endowed our kind with a unique advantage for analyzing and learning.
Danny, start smelling air a little around here. Doesn't it smell a little like bullshit? I'm just saying, buddy.
If you give me some time, I might be able to fully restore this damaged car to its former glory.
No.
Then you and your esteemed companion could set off on your return journey sooner.
You shouldn't have even shown him this. Why? You would have been better off coming to the Tribios, right? Because they make little rockets and stuff. You should have just asked them.
But isn't the real issue with Aquila?
Oh, here we go. Did you just mess up your own life?
Hypothetically, Lord Dan Heng, if I could open up a path out of Amphorius that circumvents Aquila's divine punishment.
So you did make it up. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it smelled funny. I just knew it. He is spreading all those rumors, all these legacies, all these lies. Aquila has nothing to do with people not being able to leave.
Would you consider ceasing your support for the Flame Chase journey?
Do you want us gone? Interesting.
I don't understand. Does the Council of Elders possess some secret means of counteracting divine punishment?
This Council of Elders has nothing to do with this scenario.
It's best if you don't delve too deeply into that question, my lord. All you need to know is, I can make it happen.
Okay. He genuinely does not want us here because we're messing up his plans, aren't we? We are an outside factor.
Maybe this is not a decision by the Council of Elders, but rather his personal wish.
Wake up, Danny! You got this, buddy!
The crucial point is, if you and your companion are unwilling to halt your support for the Chrysos heirs, it could offend certain interests.
My interests. You're seeing it as the veiled fact. But the question is, in this scenario, as we are the Trailblazers, now that I'm technically alive again, is this really our business? If you think about it, right? Morally wise, it should and could be. But we are not made to stay in one place forever. That is not our job.
Forgive me, Lord Lygus, but I must be frank. When visiting Dawncloud, I reviewed the records of many council elders. Among them, only your background was nearly blank. I'd like to accept your goodwill, but given such a mysterious background and motives, anyone cautious would have doubts.
Okay, but you showed him the entire express thing already. Like, now you're expressing your doubts?
Your prudence impresses me, just as expected.
Are these people... Is this a trap? Is that why you accompanied me here?
Are you thinking these people are actually any type of threat to Dan Heng?
Please don't misunderstand, Lord Dan Heng. As the Theoros, I have no allegiance to their plans, nor am I obliged to obstruct them. I am neutral.
You lie more than Zagreus himself. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. You may have no actual allegiance to their plans. Maybe. Maybe to some extent. But you have your own. You are not neutral.
Out of respect for you, I hope to offer a peaceful solution to ensure the safety of you and your companion.
Okay. This is such a veiled threat. I hate this, but I love this. What are you gonna do?
1 against 4, then.
Easy numbers? Easy numbers?
Just to confirm, if things turn ugly later, will you help?
I will not. As I said, I remain neutral. Are you asking this because you plan to refuse my offer and continue supporting the Chrysos heirs?
You weren't wrong about one thing, Lord Lycus. Indeed, we must try to return to our companions. But our companions now also include the flame-chasing Chrysos heirs. The Nameless cannot and will not ignore the fate of our companions.
What a sweetheart. What a sweetheart. I was wondering if he was going to weigh it, you know? The Flame Chase Journey, companions. Flame Chase Journey, companions.
So I see. This is what you call trailblazing.
Okay.
When I asked if you'd help, I meant the ones who need help are them.
This is the call an ambulance. Call an ambulance. But not for me. Oh, let's go. Oh, no. No, I want to see it happen. Go back. Oh.
You have such overwhelming power, so why?
Booby Snoot? Little Goop Goop Snoot? I told you we shouldn't have bothered with Cypher. She's literally only distracting us from everything else that's important.
Answer me. Why do you stand in her way? Why do you want to take the core flames?
We are literally just playing around with Cypher for treasure hunting business for no reason. Finan's over here. Dan Heng's over there. We're being absolutely useless right now.
Oh no! He can't hold on anymore. Drag him back here, friend.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Yo.
I'm okay. I can handle that kind of hit now.
What?
But a few months ago, that would have knocked me out.
Well then. That is very interesting. Are you good? You know what? I'm sorry I asked that. You want a hug? Do you need a hug? You know, that's what I'll ask. I don't think you're good, but you can use a hug.
Thanks for worrying, buddy. Thanks for the help. To face Aquila and other potential threats, I must sharpen myself with the most aggressive methods.
You're getting aggressive, all right?
Even so, it's impressive you thought of this training method. Battling the phantoms of the past in the River of Time? It's just like the hyperbolic time sanctum that the bards describe.
Hyperbolic time sanctum. Okay.
It's working pretty well, wouldn't you say? But combat isn't just about strength and skill. You also need the right weapon. Compared to that guy's weapon, mine feels like I'm swinging a lump of iron. I can't tell you how many swords I've gone through since the training began.
Yeah, why not get Cartonis to help? Because clearly this is not the sword for you then?
Don't worry. I've already arranged that. Of course I need him.
Well, I'm glad we were not useless lump on the log.
I asked him to make a suitable divine weapon for me. It's a little embarrassing to say this, but in order to help me, he deliberately turned down all other business.
Oh, Cartonis is part of this flame chase journey after all. Full of energy.
We love Cartonis. Cartonis works hard.
Thinking about how he's been recently, maybe you're right.
But, Finon, concerned about you.
I told you he needs some huggies and not to be left alone. Like Dan Heng doesn't need to be left alone either. You see what he's doing over there, ma'am? We don't.
Lately, you seem more and more fixated on that swordmaster in black.
Yeah, obsession is not a good thing.
That's quite the sudden shift in topic.
I've been holding this question in for a long time. You're getting stronger, but seeds of unrest are also growing in me.
Don't worry. I'm not wielding my sword for revenge. He's been through Nikidor's trial and understands. Those who can't walk out of the shadows of their past are ultimately weak.
Okay, buddy. Alright, chum. Alright, pal, homie, bro.
Times have changed. The responsibility I bear is both precious and fragile. I wield my sword for the future of Amphorius.
Okay.
I will not let hatred cloud my judgment again and neglect my duties.
Keep chanting that. Just keep chanting it, you know? You need to hear that in your mind. Constantly. Even when something else comes up, okay? We'll be here by your side. We're built different too, Finan! On the bright side, we are built different. Quite literally.
You're right, partner. As of now, I'm not able to handle that swordmaster on my own. I still need the help of my friends. Every time I say something, things get so serious. I don't want to be the person who keeps bringing the mood down.
No! Puppy sad!
I'm out of energy for training today. How about we go to the library of Philia to lighten the mood?
Sure, that's what I've been looking forward to. We deserve to enjoy ourselves after all the hard work.
Aww.
Today, I'm definitely going to...
Oh, what were you reading before?
A girl's little secret. Don't pry.
That's a way to say it, yeah, okay. Yeah, Seribot's the best, I know. I got it recommended to me from another streamer as well, and I recommend it to other streamers as often as possible. I'll just mitigate some things. You know, if only Twitch themselves could get Seribot to work. you know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm sure a lot of you who are also streamers or just like keep up with certain policies or whatever for Twitch are aware of the anti-viewbot AI system they have going on out in here. It's not the greatest. They're working on it, but it's not the greatest. No, it's I understand it's difficult though. Not an easy thing to program.
That's the charm of this place. You can find whatever you're into here. The three of us might not be into scholarly books, but we could still spend an entire day at the Library of Philia.
That is true. We could point at little funny photos they have in some scholarly books and make fun of them. Talk about funny worded objects on the ground. Aw, Dawn of the Living Dead? What a title! Also, is this an... I don't remember this stuff being in the Grove before. Am I crazy? It's been a while, I admit. It has been a bit. Oh, got stuck on a root. Oh, I did hear a treasure chest. I was like, is that a treasure chest? I did hear one. Hello, darling. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Excuse me.
The fruits of a long journey.